Welcome everyone! In this little video series, we finally talk about the story behind my album Arrival, and I'm pretty excited to share the story, and one after another we're gonna dissect the story and the meaning of the individual songs. So if you're interested in this, make sure to support my Patreon, because the Patreon is making this possible, and everyone that's supporting this channel and supporting my music on Patreon just makes this YouTube stuff here possible, and these more interesting, more in-depth analysis, behind the scenes, whatever you want to call it, videos. So thank you for your support, and again, if you feel like supporting what I'm doing, make sure to check my Patreon in the description below. So in this first video, we're gonna talk about the first song on the album, called Echo. And the song itself does not tell a story in itself. It's more about the atmosphere the song is building. To explain this a bit more in depth, an echo is a device that everyone that lives in the new world will get. It's connected to your neurons via your wrist, and it pretty much collects all the data in your head, in your brain, in your mind. It collects memories, it collects feelings, good or bad, doesn't matter. And those collected informations will help the society to build a society that is controllable. With hardware like this, there obviously comes problems. And this actually connects the first song to Somerset, because you might see the echo in the music video. And as mentioned, with hardware like this, there's always problems. There is some kind of black market, there is some underground species and people living that try to control this echo and try to gather the information that they are not allowed to have, of course. And these organizations, as said, they live in the underground. There is the eternity, the big hole in the new world, and in this big hole is pretty much all the scum that is not allowed to properly live in the society and in the good part of the society of the new world. As mentioned, the song itself doesn't really tell a story. The idea behind it was more to paint a picture, or paint a sound picture if you want, that just captures the atmosphere and the sound of a device that could collect memories. So it's going through more uplifting melodies at times, it's going through really clean sounds, really distorted and crunchy sounds, field recordings that don't have perfect quality, really sharp edged sound that has like clean audio quality and everything. Later on it goes into a more minimalistic state, into a more dark, scary state, and so on and so on, and all this, it just makes up this cocktail of emotions that must go on in such a device. Yeah, I think it worked pretty well. As I said, the idea was just to pretty much paint this ocean of feelings, of emotions, of memories, all that in just one soundscape, one piece of music, to pretty much open up the world of this album.